Hit these motherfuckers with some Dopey, dude.
I love that Dopey every day. I love to hear the next thing that Chris and Dave are gonna say. And yes, there's Dopey. I used to be a junkie, but now I have some hopey because of those dopes down at Dopey.
Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit.
Speak up.
I'm Dave.
Do that again. Speak up.
Hello.
No, come on. Speak up, dude.
Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. I'm Dave.
And I'm Chris.
How are you today, Chris?
I'm alright, dude. This is going to be horrible, I can tell. You have that look in your eyes.
Don't be so short, Chris. It's nice to have you look in my eyes again, though. I feel like it's been a long time. Maybe you should shut the door because I hear a lawnmower outside. I think they should know that we haven't actually been recording in New York City, but we're actually in the suburbs. I think you should tell them.
We aren't recording in New York. We're actually in the suburbs. Start over again.
No, I like this.
No, it's no good.
I'm feeling this. This is good.
You've lost me with this train of thought. There's that shitty opening, and now you're just rambling.
Right?
Yeah, it's too bad the East Side Crackhead couldn't make it tonight.
That motherfucking crackhead.
He's not. I don't think he's active.
It's his name, so I can call him.
No, he's going by East Side now. It's East Side, a.k.a. the East Side Crackhead.
A.k.a. Mr. Cracky.
Mr. Cracky.
A.k.a. Cracky Rocks.
Cracky McCrackster.
McCracken. McCracken, the East Side Crackster.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah. Did I tell you what happened to me last week?
No.
Are you upset that I interrupted your story?
No, please.
How about you fucking douchebags listening? Are you upset that I interrupted Chris's story?
Why don't you tell them what's happened so far
No.
in this episode?
No.
Yes, I'm telling them.
Why?
Because I want to.
I told a story about prostitution that I didn't think should be on the show, and then I told a bad story about getting busted a bunch of times that I didn't think should be on the show.
So this is like a chopped and screwed episode.
That's what we'll call it, the chopped and screwed episode.
Alright.
But this episode is a very exciting episode because it's our 10,000th thing download, and that's pretty cool. And I wonder, down under, how they get Dopey. Like,
Yeah, why is it popular in Australia?
well, popular is pretty. It's not really popular.
No, but
It's not really popular anywhere.
No, but we have like 400 downloads in Australia.
This I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. This is the worst episode we've ever done, and it actually is.
I think they're getting increasingly worse. I'm with you on that.
What are we going to do?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's going to peter out.
Yeah, I think this is jumping the shark time.
I think this is it. This is probably the final episode.
This is the final episode.
This is it.
You know, it makes me wonder. I shouldn't even say this, but I'm challenged by the sustainability of our show all of a sudden.
Why? Because this is the worst episode ever?
Yeah. It doesn't bother you.
This is what we do. We just put record and see whatever the fuck comes out.
But usually it's good.
I don't know.
You have
Is this any good? Are we declining? If people are listening, tell us if we should stop.
I'm not saying we're not going to stop. Where did Dopey jump the shark?
In the Jump the Shark episode, which is now. I think we just jumped the shark.
It's possible.
So what do we do? Are we going to keep doing it?
With the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just do it forever?
No. We're going to do it until we have a lot like this one.
Okay.
And when we can't, you'll stop coming, and it'll be over.
Why will I stop coming?
Because it does. Did this feel good for you?
Yeah, it's great.
It did?
I like seeing your mug.
You come to see me?
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess that's it.
And to the East Side Crackhead, if you're listening, you're cordially invited to show up at whenever you want. We're here.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Toodles.
Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and other dumb shit. This is not Dopey, the podcast about Dopey, the podcast, and I'm Dave. And I want the audience to know that I love Chris.
Even though you're waspish with me.
I do that for the show. I love you. I love you, and I appreciate you, and I think you do a heck of a good job on the show.
Well, thank you.
Because obviously you don't do a good job on anything else. Just sit up.
What, the slouch?
This is not a good moment. I feel the whole show is going...
Why? You want me to just sit up?
I'm invigorated. This email...
All right.
What do you think is keeping the 300...
I'm sorry. That genuinely was an accident. I totally forgot we were recording. Genuinely.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What's going on? Oh no!
I told you.
Oh, Chris.
I told you we
should
shouldn't
see
do
him.
a third one.
His hair is all standing up. He's getting into this maniacal
I'm sweating.
laughter.
I just feel beads of sweat all over.
He's sweating. He's vaping. He didn't put on his pajamas.
No, that's what's going on here. I lost my mojo because I'm not in my pajamas. I usually put them on right away.
I'm shocked that you didn't make fun of me when Danny from House of Pain was here and I put on the pajamas for him.
I know.
I was like, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Jump around.
I got one. You want to...
tell a story.
Wait, what was the other one on here? Secret Santa. Tell that one.
No.
I'm always telling stories.
I've been talking this whole fucking episode, man.
Okay,
and I think you need something to wake your ass up.
All right. So what are we doing here? Am I telling a story? Sometimes you're talking and I'm not really listening to you. And vice versa. I see it in you sometimes. You're better about it than I am.
What do you mean?
About paying attention.
Well, I'm like a good host.
Yeah.
I know that in order to host the show, I need to pay attention. Listen, I want to thank the Dopey Nation.
All right, guys. You gonna say goodnight?
Dopey Nation, stay strong. Write a review. Share it with your friends. Join us on the Facebook. Dumb shit. Fucking like our stupid fucking Instagram. Like, I want this thing to be bigger than it is.
Yeah.
Chris?
No. Oh, Toodles. Yeah, hi, Chris.
No. Tell Chris to do something.
Chris, do something.
Do something, man.
Do something.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. Good night.
Later.
Toodles. Toodles.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Let
Toodles.
your freak flag fly.
Toodles.
Let your freak flag fly.
Good night.
I forgot what I usually say at the beginning, which is, hello and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit.
There you go.
That's what I say, right?
That's what you say.
All right, I'm Dave.
I'm Chris.
And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Modi.
Modi came in and he took a look at Dave's apartment and he saw our recording apparatus and you could just see on his face that he wasn't impressed.
Do people know what this place looks like?
Yes, but you can describe it, please.
I'd be happy to. Well, first of all, there's a fish tank here from 1863
All right, relax, man.
where there's more mold. The cure for AIDS is in there.
It's algae.
It's disgusting. Next to it is the cleaning equipment for it, because I guess that's a kind of a decoration. Then there's some pedophile little chair right next to that, too. That's pretty
I
scary.
have a daughter.
Then we have... you have a daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit, I'm a waiter, Modi.
And then-
I'm in recovery.
I'm here to find out what I should use in my comedy act. This is terrific. Dave reminds me of every camp counselor I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Doesn't he remind me? He's got that...
Modi, what did I do that you want? Wow.
This is great. You're on my side because all he does is beat up me on the show. So.
Modi's staring into Chris's eyes like it's a fucking love affair.
Did you know he was a Power Ranger taking care of kids when he was doing
You're not
that?
going to make any sense. Just everybody calm down.
We actually talked about how his addiction started at summer camp when he was a
But
counselor.
I was a waiter, and I
But
see,
were
this
you
is
a
what you do.
counselor?
In fact,
Push
let's back
back.
this up. Before you got here, I said, as soon as Chris will get the chance, he will turn on me. You
course.
jump into his... As a counselor! I was never a counselor, you little fucking turncoat. Traitorous dogs.
He was a waiter.
I was a waiter. And
Oh.
listen, let's just... I see you want to take sides with him against me.
No sides.
Okay,
Just
I see this, and I can handle that. Now, just let the record state, have you ever seen me as a summer camp counselor type?
I could picture you as that.
Yeah,
look
it's
at
like that
that.
enthusiasm. It's a positive thing.
No,
It's
no.
enthusiasm.
I actually laughed because when Dave shared that he did dope and one time he did the children's party as a Power Ranger, I thought that was just the most funny thing I've ever heard of. I could see you working with kids because you're good with kids.
I don't need... Listen, Modi, he's hurt me, but Chris has hurt me way more. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you. Toodles, you got anything to say?
Be well.
Thank you, everybody. Toodles. You're live.
Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, recovery, and dumb shit. I'm Dave.
I'm tired.
What else is there?
My name's Chris. Remember when you started whispering the intro?
Did you like that?
No.
Dude, why did you say... Are you tired, really?
A little bit. But I got my Pepsi Max, which has double caffeine and ginseng.
Why
I'm
didn't we
sitting.
talk with Modi about ice cream?
Why would we talk with him about ice cream?
Because he said he liked sweets.
So why are we talking about Snickers with him?
We didn't talk to him about anything.
No. So Dave was. Should I tell him what happened? So Dave was crushed. There's the guy Modi we aired last week, which was a couple hours ago for us. As he was leaving, fucking Modi turns to Dave.
Well, first I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, he was feeling all right. And Modi turns to Dave and he just basically says, "You should let your guests speak more." And then Dave was just crushed.
For hours.
Crushed.
For hours. The Vietnamese food is
the
here.
Food is here. You're paying, so you got to go get it. Are you going to
Yes.
pause it? Or pausing it for 1 second? All right, guys.
No,
Or for a minute. We'll pause it. Let's eat, and then so we don't eat on the show. So we'll be back instantaneously because we're pausing it.
Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and Vietnamese food. I'm Dave.
I'm tired.
Dude, it just fucking sucks when you do that.
I'm Chris. I bet
How often do you do that?
What?
That you play the dumb card,
A lot. With you? Like all the time.
and that's what you
Well, you know what happens is like sometimes there's some actual genuine dumb stuff, but then I'll add intentional dumb stuff to make it look like I'm always doing intentional dumb stuff, thereby feeling
Masking your
smarter.
stupidity.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
Yeah.
So,
You want to know what Dave said to me earlier? He said, "You're so much more fun to talk to on Dopey."
it's true. Off Dopey, he's just in his phone. He's like an idiot kid. He's on his phone.
Stop eating the chocolate, dude. They're just going to hear the crinkling of your...
What? You guys can hear this? What?
Wait, what are we talking about?
You being less fun to talk to off of Dopey because you're an idiot kid. He's always in his phone. He's always not paying attention. He has no passion. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to talk. Without a microphone going or the computer recording, there's no one's home.
Yeah, but you've been telling me that I suck on Dopey too recently, so I guess I just suck all around.
You're just bad either way. When I'm eating on the podcast.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat. He looked at the bars of chocolate he got, and one of them is like this dark chocolate with like peppers in it, like cayenne pepper or something.
Dude, it says spiced chili.
Spiced
It doesn't say canine peppers. Is that the way you pronounce cayenne?
Cayenne. Is that what it's called? Canine?
It's cayenne.
Let me see what's in the back in here.
I love that old commercial.
Which one?
I want my baby back.
Oh, yeah.
Baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby
Do the
back,
Brenda.
baby back, baby back. Chili's baby back ribs. I want my
I'm surprised they don't
baby
still
back,
run
baby
that
back,
because
baby
that was
back,
so
baby back.
fucking huge.
Okay, I'm going to do the I want my baby back and you do the Chili's part.
No, I'm not.
Will you do the I want my baby back part and I can do the Chili's part?
All right.
Okay.
I want my baby
You're
back.
going to do it
baby
lower,
back.
lower.
I want my
Lower
baby back.
voice, not lower close to the computer.
I want.
Kind of like this. I want my baby.
I can't. I'm a
back,
tenor
baby,
or an
back,
alto.
baby, back. Do it.
Or a soprano.
So then
Which
I
one
should
is-
do the bottom part and you should do the top part.
I'm actually not the top either. I just hang out in the mid range.
Dude.
Mid frequencies.
Speak as low as you can. No, not quiet. That's just too
Okay.
low.
I want my baby back. I can't even
Put some
do it.
bass in your voice.
Baby back, baby back, baby. I can't do it, man.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby. You can do that?
Chili.
Oh, you can do it? Okay, let's do it. There you go. I want my... there you go. Excuse me. All right. Back, baby, back, baby, back, baby, back, baby, back, baby.
Chili.
No, it's not where it comes from. You do the baby back part. Do it.
All right. I want my baby back.
Just do it. Stop laughing.
I literally, it's going to be impossible
Just
for me
do
not
it.
to laugh, okay?
Just do it.
All right, I got to do this. My dog is dead. All right, are you ready?
Yeah. Did you ever have a dog?
Yeah,
Did it
honey.
die?
It was a Portuguese. Oh, dude, this is a story I gotta tell. All right, it was a Portuguese.
Okay.
No. Trust me, I gotta tell this story. It's a good one. It was a Portuguese.
No. Just do the Chili's thing, please.
All right, but we gotta get back to my dog.
Okay,
all right?
tell your dogs.
All right. Then we'll do back to the Chili's. And when
The
I
dog
was
name was Chili's?
no, his name was, no, his name was Hoodie.
All right, so do it.
I want my baby back, 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 baby back,
that's not how it
baby back,
goes.
baby
You
back,
do it
baby.
like, stop it. You go, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, back. I want my baby. You have to sit back to the I want my.
All right.
I'll tap you when you
All
do
right.
it.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Come on, dude.
Do you know the top part? Do you know the top part?
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back.
Just do it, man, please.
I can't fucking finish it. I'm just keep picturing the hundreds of people listening to this.
They're not listening. There's nobody listening.
I feel like this would be like a good sleep podcast. We could just do an hour of I just want
to do the part. Just please.
All right. Last time. This is the last time. This is the last time I'm going to try. Okay.
No.
I'm going to get it. I don't think I can do the top part. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, 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 baby back.
Barbecue sauce. It's not yet.
That was good. That was good enough. That was the best we're getting. We're done.
Yeah, I agree with that. And put your phone down. You're not.
Well, you just picked your phone up.
I'm looking at notes.
Okay.
You get lost in there like you're going someplace. It's crazy.
I'm a very important person.
I know. Now, do you have anything else to add about Modi?
I think you ruined that episode.
Besides that,
It doesn't even do nothing, huh?
Doesn't do anything, no. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So yeah, right. Listen, this is what we need from the Dopey
I
Nation.
love how we just fucking bark commands of the Dopey Nation. We get some people who respond.
Dopey Nation.
We just, what is that? Should I shut the door? You get a cigarette.
Dopey
There's a
Nation.
garbage truck outside. Sorry,
If
guys.
it makes another loud noise, you can shut the door. Dopey Nation. Do you guys know anybody who'd sponsor the show? There's like 400 of you guys, which I really love.
450 sometimes.
This might be the worst episode of Dopey ever. We did Chili's baby back ribs for like 20 minutes.
Should we do it one more time?
No.
Should we do our outro as Chili's baby back ribs?
The real thing? Or
Yeah,
us
the
two?
real thing.
Do you feel okay, honestly?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
What's going on?
I'm just excited for this episode.
No. Tell me what's
I'm
going
really
on.
excited.
Did you like pop an Adderall or something?
I think that what happens is your energy wanes, and it's very clear that you've waned a lot because you're usually about like let's do more Dopey, and when that happens, for some reason I kick into gear and want to go.
I want to talk about recovery.
You feel dirty?
Yeah, I feel like Chris went into some fucking episode here, like where he got that weird sort of like that bipolar energy. Do you know The Lion Sleeps Tonight?
In the jungle.
Do you want to do the bottom part or the top part?
The lion sleeps tonight.
You want to do the bottom part?
I'm bottom. I can't do top. The
Do
top
you know
is
the
right
bottom
here.
part?
Yeah, in the jungle.
No, it goes.
Okay.
All
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
That gave me a nice little rush last time. The baby back. I feel like it's a similar tone.
Yeah, all right, do it.
All right. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
No.
What?
He goes, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
Okay, all right, I got it.
A whim away,
Okay.
a whim away.
Okay. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away. Okay, tell me how it goes again.
A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
Okay, so it'll go down. Okay.
A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
Okay, but if let's say I fuck it up and I just keep doing whim away.
Why don't you do the in the jungle part?
I don't know all the words. I just know in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
That's enough. That'll be fine.
Okay.
A whim away, 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 a whim away,
In the
jungle.
I can't even do. Here, I'll do the whim away. I can't.
You can do the progression?
Yeah. I can't do the progression. I'm just gonna whim away.
You have to do the
All right,
progression.
I'll try.
I'm not
All right.
gonna in the jungle
A
part.
whim away, a 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 whim away.
No, go ahead. You have to go to the result.
Just fucking let me do what I'm doing, and then you come in. It'll work either way.
All right, or it won't work.
Yeah. A whim away, 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 I win my way, 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 I win my
way up.
Did you see The Lion King? The
I
play?
did. I saw the movie finally with my.
Oh, did you see the play?
No.
Yeah, see the play. Actually, I didn't even like it that much. Dude, they say that in The Lion King there's some sort of like. Dude, I heard a guy. I was speaking last night at the jail, where I live, the county jail. And I spoke with this guy I've never met before. He's from a different group. And he told a really funny story. It just reminded me of the Lion King thing I said. He said that he's from Boston. He was protesting the Vietnam War. And he said there was like cops like coming in, you know what I mean? And like he was like holding the line, the main person, you know what I mean? To protest the Vietnam War. He said then 3 weeks later, you volunteered for the Vietnam War.
I swear to God, this Dopey episode would be like what Dopey would be if we were on drugs. Or if we were drinking.
I think
while
if we
were
just
playing.
do it enough, or maybe if we start with some of these little like Weema ways or baby back ribs, it gets us going.
But it didn't take us to a good place.
I thought it was a great place. Let us know, Dopey. Do you like the singing?
All right, well, I wanted to talk about a bunch of other stuff, but we could be done.
Yeah, we can be done, dude. We hit an hour. Are we gonna? Let's close out with the baby back.
Chris, the episode was really not great.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
I would say yours.
But you started the whole baby back thing.
The baby back
which
thing
is
was
what
awesome.
Set me off. All right, Toodles. Oh wait, reviews, podcasts, emails, all that stuff.
Sponsorship, money. Do you guys want
What makes
T-shirts
it-
and hats,
What makes it better?
stickers? Do you
Yeah.
want that stuff?
Yeah,
Because maybe we'll get some.
and that's it, man. We're good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Done.
All right, Toodles.
Stay strong, Dopey Nation, and tell us what you thought. Goodbye. Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. And I'm Dave.
And I'm Chris. You know what I've realized doing these things?
Which things?
These podcast things?
Yeah.
Is that I think, as long as we don't have to talk a lot about drugs, we weave it in there, this is just endless. I think it's just this endless amount of crap that we could talk about. Because we have nothing to say, but we have a lot of it.
That's what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
It's about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit.
Yeah.
And like some episodes are all about drugs.
Yeah.
Some episodes are all about addiction. And some episodes are just all about dumb shit.
I kind of like the dumb shit episodes. Those are my favorite, personally, to record.
Anything else stupid you want to talk about?
Some stick.
Please don't do that anymore. You want to get me upset when you say stick?
Shtick.
Just say shtick. It's
Shtick.
a beautiful word.
Shtick. It is a beautiful word. And I think that joke's already ran its course.
A long time ago.
I know. But it's almost like if I just keep with it long enough, it'll get funny again.
No.
No?
It won't. When you say shtick, I feel good.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. So
Because I know that you've learned it.
I've learned it.
And it feels good to say it.
You taught me things.
What else have I taught
Jump
you?
the shark.
And shtick.
Yeah.
What else? That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
A little bit.
Pause it.
Pause it. We're pausing it, and then we're going to instantaneously return. Okay, we're back. Welcome to Dopey. You know what we should do? Actually, a call to action real quickly. We need to get the microphones, but we don't want to pay for them. So if you guys could do us a favor, friend Modi on Facebook and tell him he should donate the microphones to Dopey. That would mean so much to me if you did that. Would that mean something to you?
Yeah, I
I
think
think it would
that's,
just be funny if Modi gets an email of donate your microphones to Dopey.
I think it's just, it might be too much to ask of the Dopey Nation to do that.
That's true. Maybe one person will do it.
Maybe one day the Dopey Nation will be sprung into action like that.
Yeah.
But right now the Dopey Nation is relatively a passive nation. we're 30 out of 300 write a review when we beg for a year.
You mean they're not taking a proactive approach?
How many months have we been doing the
Our
old
first
Dopey?
episode was, I think, January 20th or something.
And it's
21st.
like June 29th now?
It's 6 months.
6 months. That's way longer than I expected it to last.
Really?
How long did you expect it to last?
I didn't know, man. Yeah, I didn't know. There was like a brief period where I was like, are we just going to run out of shit to say? And now I'm like, this is endless.
Yeah, Brad thinks we're going to do it forever, but I set him straight on that.
What'd you say?
I said, there's nothing lasts forever, Brad.
No.
I
All
said,
right.
Nothing lasts forever.
This episode sucks.
You're not supposed to say that.
What? It's only you can say that?
Yeah.
But I really mean it when I say it. You say it as like a funny thing.
Dude, what happened?
You want to
here?
see a worse picture?
Wait. Why do you think this episode sucks?
I don't know, man. I think it's just hot in here. It's really hot. Should I open the door again?
Yeah.
Whew, it's nice out there. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful out. It's a nice night. I love New York City.
All right. Good night. Stay strong, Dopey Nation.
Toodles.
Hold on. Isn't there anything else you could say? Your Toodles is getting so fucking bad.
Toodles.
It's like,
I say Toodles because people used to call me Okie Doodles. My nickname was Okie in high school, and then my friend's cousin started calling me Okie Doodles, and then I started saying Toodles.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's a horrible story. But when you say it at the end of an episode that you want to be over, it's like, fuck you, Doodles.
Fuck you, Doodles.
It's not good.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's go for another hour.
All right. So I was like in this place one time. Good night.
Oh, to the Doodles. Stop it, dude. Stop
Worst
it. I
episode
thought you
ever.
stopped it. Stop it.
Good night. Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, recovery, and dumb shit. I'm Dave.
And I'm Chris.
Why
Dave
you-
just made me re-record the intro because he wasn't feeling his mojo.
Chris came to meet me at work today.
I didn't.
Whatever. He came to meet me after work today at 4:30. It's now 8 o'clock.
We're just getting started.
I'm burnt out. We've already done all of our good material.
But it's a momentous occasion because we are recording with a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
It took us 6 months. Literally
Here's the thing.
You know what the funny thing about gays is? I used to get drunk, and like sometimes a gay person would come on to me, and I'd have like fun, like kind of flirting with them because I thought it was very flattering.
Very flattering.
It's very, very
Yeah,
flattering.
of course.
I could see you doing the same thing.
Dude, it's mind-boggling that anybody would want to be with me sexually,
It's nice-
male or woman. It's a mind-boggling thought. Like, oh, really?
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
nice to be wanted. It doesn't matter who it is.
There's something about the silence in this room that has me, like, nervous.
Throwing
Like,
you off?
yeah.
Really? I think it's...
Without the buzz of the fish tank.
What if we like put on like a little radio, a little phone, played some music you like really quiet in the corner? Would that be all right?
No, what I want to do is find a fish tank sound on my phone, and we could just play that.
Are we like turn the fish tank off?
Turn it up, man. Turn that fish tank up. No, but don't you don't feel strangled by the silence? There isn't that comfort of the fish tank bubbling along, and I think that the Dopey Nation.
I didn't notice it until you said it, but now that you've said it,
It's like panic in here. I'm fucking a nervous wreck. You don't feel that fucking. It's like, you don't miss that sweet
Dude, all
bubbling
jokes
thing.
aside, I totally am picking up what you're putting down.
Right or wrong? Should I turn it back on?
No, don't turn it on. 'Cause
Dopey
this
Nation?
thing is high power, dude. What is it? Isn't a Yeti like a Middle Eastern guy or something?
Is that a joke?
I swear to God, I'm not joking.
It amazes
I know.
me. It amazes me how much Chris knows and then how much he doesn't know. I want you to talk about everything you know about a Yeti.
I think they mentioned it in Seinfeld once. Should I look it up?
No.
Is it not worthy? Or
No.
We're just discussing it and moving on.
Yeah, but the silence is deafening. Am I wrong?
I wish you didn't say anything so you could suffer in silence about this.
Let's just be quiet for a second.
Together.
Hold on, let's just be quiet.
Total quiet. There's always some shit going on.
That we have to talk around.
Like, they are going to really hear us, our listeners.
Yeah, they're going to be like, what the fuck's going on Dopey?
What if people hear what we really sound like
Exactly.
and they hate us?
They probably will. Yeah. I think that's a very fair assumption.
I'm going to hit the vape. Let's see if this... This is my first vape hit
I
with
hate
the Yeti.
The vape.
I'm even gonna blow it into it. The vape.
The worst thing about the vape is you're on. I talked to Chris on the phone, which I really should stop doing. But I'm talking to him about something, and I just hear that fucking vape. It's like when I hear the vape when I talk to you on the phone. It's as though I see you looking at Instagram on your phone. I just see him like behind a desk with his feet up on a desk, holding a phone away from his head, hitting the vape, just like fanning himself with one hand. The vape is in the other. His feet are up. He's got his hands behind his back, just totally uninterested. I'm pouring out my heart, and he's just like.
Well, it's funny because you've expressed your disapproval of me vaping when we're on the phone. So I'm aware of it, and we'll start talking, and I'll go like as long as I can. And how long do I usually make it? Like a minute? It was stuck in my head because a few years ago my friend
Read this.
Wait.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. First of all, I want to polygraph you.
Well, you're not supposed to say that.
I can say
we're backlogged.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Dopey Nation, we're backlogged with about 3 episodes right now. So
it's good because if we die, you're still going to get 3 episodes. It's a positive.
Please air them if I overdose and die.
I don't know how to air them.
You can't.
I won't be able to. Why would you overdose?
I'm saying if I relapse and overdose and die. It's a reality of the Dopey Nation.
You want to hear something that's funny and not funny at the same time?
What?
It's like we're constantly talking about the nature of the show and how it's so funny. And how drug addiction is so funny and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
I have, it's like, it's not always so funny.
The lethality of intravenous drug use.
Intravenous?
Intravenous? Am I saying that wrong too?
Dude, that's your, bread and butter. Intravenous.
Intravenous.
Is that a word?
No, I don't know. Intravenous drug use is,
Would you say intravenous drug use is your bread and butter? Let's say you're
trying to make it my bread and butter in a way.
If you're at a dinner party and they're talking about, it's like
you mean if that came in, I could steal the show.
They're talking about China. They're talking about vineyards in California, and you're kind of like, yeah, whatever. They're talking about how well they can cook the Brussels sprouts or the asparagus. You might have something to say here and there, but the second at the dinner party the topic turns to casual intravenous drug use, wouldn't you say you're like beep, 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 beep.
I would light up.
Wouldn't that be your bread and butter?
Dude, and I was talking one night, I remember this guy interrupted me, and he's like, Chris, he's like, you gotta talk about something else besides drugs. And and he was genuine, he was being nice, you know what I mean? And so I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this guy. And I remember I had absolutely nothing to say.
You're like, could you pass me the bread and butter, please?
That was good. My friend, who's been struggling recently.
Hold on, this reminds me of this funny story.
Let me finish this though.
No.
Because we got to finish the train of thought here, and then do your story.
Okay, but it won't be worth anything then.
All right, tell the story.
Okay, so all right, stay strong, Dopey Nation. Best of luck to you.
Toodles. And we are live.
Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs and dumb shit. I'm Dave.
I'm Chris.
That was, some people said, the worst episode we ever did. Did you think it was bad?
Was that the one that you kept talking about? Often you talk about how bad it is, but was that the one when it was really...
That was some of the criticism that we talked too much about how bad it was.
That's so Dave, though.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's my process.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. You know what I don't understand?
What?
Why episode 36...
No, we're going to end
we should end it.
End it before you're over an hour. He's telling you to end it.
I don't care.
The jest is king.
Listen, I don't understand how episode 36... Oh, that was the worst one we ever did? Episode 36? Like how...
you're chopped and screwed.
It was 344
Dude,
downloads.
let's end this. Say Toodles.
Don't
No,
say
I'm not.
Toodles.
No, that's all you. That's all you. Sorry.
Stay strong, Dopey Nation.
All right, Toodles.
You don't need to say that. You don't have to. Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, recovery, addiction, and dumb shit. I am Dave.
I'm Chris. You felt like you had to add recovery in the beginning there, huh?
I've been doing that. You haven't noticed.
Yeah, but you don't usually put it first.
Did I say recovery first?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have said drugs recovery.
I said drugs first.
Yeah, but I mean, it's moving up in the rankings.
Drugs, recovery, addiction, I said.
Yeah, I think you did that considering the guest we're about to call.
Welcome to Dopey, the podcast about meditation, mindfulness, steadiness, tattoos, smoking cigarettes, Dharma punks, Southern California surf rock.
All right, it's time. Let's call him. All right, and please excuse us if we ask you totally juvenile questions that sound retarded, just because.
We probably will.
I'm game.
All right, cool. Which is good. It's good for the listeners, too, because they're probably on our par.
Yeah, our listeners I love the Dopey Nation, but come on now. They're not called the Dopey Nation because they're geniuses.
Right.
Yeah.
First of all, have you ever heard the podcast? You can be honest.
I haven't. Not yet.
You dick. How dare you come on our podcast having never heard it? Well, look at that.
I didn't say Toodles. I should have said Toodles.
You say Toodles at the end of the show. I was going
to
to
say Toodles to Noah.
Thank God. We actually handled.
That was great,
We
dude.
actually handled ourselves with some level of dignity and grace.
I know.
First of all, who says rip butts? Who says that?
I don't know.
I was going to say.
You never heard that?
Never.
You've never heard that?
Neither did he. He had no idea what you were talking. He said, "What? Thank you."
And Toodles? Are you going to say Toodles?
I don't say Toodles.
So will you this one time?
No, I say stay strong, Dopey Nation. Write an email.
Drop a review.
And don't rip butts.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, I dare you to follow us on Instagram. You're going to see some amazing stuff.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Toodles.
Don't say that. No, I'm going to start it.
All right.
Hello and welcome to the all-new structured version of Dopey. The structured podcast about drugs, recovery, addiction, and dumb shit.
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name's Chris.
That's great, Chris.
And I'm recovered.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
My name is Dave. Do you leave the house if you haven't shit?
I don't shit in the morning.
Squeeze me? You don't shit in the morning.
No.
What kind of life is that? You're not interested in this.
No.
You look like near catatonia.
I was really upset that you deleted my intro.
All right, let's try it again.
Let's go. It's structure time.
Structure time. Siri, set another alarm for 5 minutes.
Have you ever just asked Siri dumb shit?
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, of course.
You're trying to kill my structure.
Ugh,
We have 5 minutes.
horrible, dude.
What?
Well, just fucking get the gist of it.
Structured Dopey. Don't blow
You know
my
what's
plan.
funny? You know what was funny
What?
today?
You're ruining my structured
Oh, yeah.
Dopey.
All right, I'm sorry, keep going. We're doing the structure, dude. I
Okay.
told you we wouldn't be able to do it, and I want proof that I'm right.
You see what's
We're
happened?
firing on all cylinders, but they're not good cylinders.
Not good. I'd like to shift. Oh, we still have 2 minutes on this topic.
What is the topic? I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know either.
I heard pandas have to pick one of their children to feed, and they let like the other baby die or something.
Is that true?
I don't know.
We still have 20 seconds. You got anything else about lean? This topic sucks.
I think the structure was a bad idea.
So I'm gonna speak something.
You know why I want Dopey to be popular? Sorry, continue.
No,
I'm going to cut you off. You know why I want to be popular, and you're not going to believe this, right? You're going to call foul on it,
Yes.
but I'm being 100% authentic.
Yes.
I want Dopey to be really popular
Yes.
for many reasons.
Why?
But the number one primary reason that supersedes everything, and I
Yes.
swear to God, I'm being honest, and I
Yes.
think about this, is that if it gets popular, it's going to be so fun to sit and do it with you and to watch like how like you handle it. It's going to be really fun to handle it with you, but also just to see you. I don't know. I just that would be really beautiful.
I don't. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? Well,
mean?
just because like you have like all these like ideas and shit, and you talk about it and you think about it. But like, let's say it ever gets really popular, where we're getting shitloads of emails, you know what I mean, and like, you know, people want to come on the show. I'm just gonna love witnessing the way you handle it.
What do you expect?
I don't know. I know it's gonna be fun.
What do you mean?
I just think it's gonna be fun.
What about
Because
it?
it's like something that you've always wanted, and it's just gonna be like it's gonna consume a lot of your energy.
Like it doesn't now?
That's what I'm saying. It already does, and it's gonna consume more.
No, it's going to become like casual. It will. What do you mean? What about you? He fucking checks the Dopey counter. He goes, Dave, 5 minutes have passed. Do you think we got more downloads? Who? We got 2 downloads. Who do you think is downloading it every 5 minutes.
The best is I was telling Dave, I would like send the link to somebody who's like, I don't know, somebody I know who's semi-famous, and I'll check, and it'll be like, at something, and I'll check it 5 minutes later, and I'll have another one download, and I'll be like, he's listening to it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was the formatted
the
Dopey.
episode?
Yeah, we're done.
All
right. Goodbye.
Toodles.
Stay strong. Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. And I'm Dave.
And I'm Chris.
Sorry, Dopey Nation.
That's
There's somebody's overdosing
They're
outside.
coming to get me.
I called the cops. I said there's somebody using on Dopey. Looks like they finally got here. Chris buys the fucking half-gallon of ice cream. He's like, I can't believe I ate the whole half-gallon.
I ate a whole half-gallon the other day.
All right, Dopey Nation. Well,
Say
that
Toodles,
was
Nick.
Toodle,
Hold on, wait, we're gonna say goodbye.
too abruptly.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Easing
Do
it
your
out.
thing. You have to say your
Oh yeah,
thing.
drop a review. Nick's going to be on again, but if you have any questions for Nick, you can email dopeypodcast at gmail.com, and we'll send them to Nick.
I hope the Dopey Nation doesn't hate me completely, and
They're gonna love you.
They're
They
gonna
hate
love
me.
you.
The only person they hate is me. Dopey Nation, stay strong. Stay strong. Hello, and welcome to Dopey, the podcast about drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. Certainly not about recovery anymore. But this is part 2. Chris is just a fucking co-signer. He's just like me, and I'll say everything you do is good.
Wow.
Except me. That. I mean, it goes both ways.
Alrighty. Say Toodles.
Toodles,
Dopey Nation.
Dopey Nation, what's up?
Stay strong.
I hope you like me.
Alright, Toodles, guys.
Well, I've been reading your eyelids. I've been storming the beaches, and you handled it well. And she was so endlessly empty, so good and so plenty. It's so hard to tell. And I don't want to find out. And she seemed like a ship in a bottle, head and heart at full throttle. Destination's not well, and I want to be a believer, destroy all deceivers. I don't mean to dwell, and I don't want to find out. Whoops. Some people just see something different than others. That's why I ride high above the trees. My winter's gone, but it just can't be forgotten. I beg and plead, no sympathy. And I am so brilliantly busted, so lost and corrupted. My heart shrinks and swells, and times hurt, but so do the punches, the cold business lunches, the old wishing well. And I know I don't want to find out.